As the years go by, experience turns into wisdom. Every wrinkle, every story lived, is proof of how much we've overcome and learned. But with that rich journey, certain habits quietly settle in, and often we don't even notice them. Out of love, respect, or fear of hurting someone's feelings, people around us often stay silent. The result: these small behaviors can slowly push away those we love the most, without us realizing it. Today I want to talk with you about 7 common habits in older age that may cause discomfort. Not to point fingers and definitely not to criticize, but to raise awareness. Because sometimes, just a small shift in how we act can help us keep the joy of connection, friendship, and family alive. When we become aware of these things, we grow. We show love, respect, and care in each interaction. And most of all, we prove that aging well isn't just about the body. It's about emotional and social health too. Stick with me until the end, because what you're about to hear can transform your relationships and make your presence even more cherished. Habit 1. Neglecting oral hygiene. As we age, oral hygiene can become more challenging. Loose dentures, dry mouth, and gum problems become more common after 60. The issue is that bad breath or unpleasant mouth odor is often noticed by others before we notice it ourselves. And out of politeness, people usually won't say anything, even if they feel uncomfortable. Over time, this can lead to social distance at family dinners, church events, or neighborhood meetups. The good news? There's a solution. Regular dental visits, properly fitted dentures, brushing and flossing daily, and staying hydrated can make a huge difference. Avoiding too much coffee and tobacco and choosing fresh, natural foods also helps keep your breath clean. A well cared for smile opens doors. It shows confidence, health, and care for those around you. Let me tell you about Mr. Robert. At 72, he was loved in his Florida community. But over time, he felt people pulling away. At a dental checkup, he found the cause: poor denture fit and dehydration. After some adjustments and care, he found his smile again, and so did his social life. If you believe a healthy smile brings life back, comment below. Number 1. Habit 2. Constant complaints or negative comments. As we age, it's normal to face pain, frustrations, and daily challenges. But when we complain too often, criticize everything, or focus only on problems, we may unknowingly make our presence emotionally heavy for those around us. Out of respect, people may stay physically present, but emotionally they begin to pull away. They feel drained or uncomfortable and start to avoid conversations, visits, and phone calls. Choosing a positive attitude, even in the face of hardship, is one of the greatest signs of emotional wisdom. It doesn't mean ignoring difficulties, but choosing to focus on the blessings in life, small moments of gratitude and joy. Let me share the story of Mrs. Carmen. At 68, she was a strong woman who raised her kids almost on her own. But in recent years, she started to complain constantly about her pain, the news, the food, even the neighbors. Without realizing it, she became more and more isolated. Until one day, her oldest granddaughter gently said, "Grandma, we miss the happy version of you, the one who used to laugh at even the silliest things." That simple sentence touched Mrs. Carmen deeply. She decided to shift her mindset. She began focusing on what she could still enjoy, on the good moments and on being thankful for the little things. And slowly her family came closer again. The joy they loved so much returned. If you also believe that optimism is a loving choice, comment below. Number 2, and don't forget to subscribe to Health and Vigor. Hit the like button and turn on the notification bell. That way you'll never miss content that supports your health, mind, and heart. And here's something new. You can now become a health guardian by clicking join right here on the channel. You'll help support our mission and get access to exclusive health content every month. Your support means the world and helps this message reach even more people. Habit 3. Lack of attention to body odors we age. It's normal for our body to go through hormonal, metabolic, and skin-related changes. These shifts can cause a stronger or different body odor, often without the person noticing it. The well-known old person smell is real and can be uncomfortable for those around us. Out of respect, no one says anything, But body odor is one of the first things people notice when getting close, and without realizing it, it can push away friends, family, or even caregivers. The good news? This is completely manageable with simple habits. Regular showers, clean clothes, breathable fabrics, staying hydrated, and a healthy diet make all the difference. Strong perfumes should be avoided. They can mix poorly and make the issue worse. The best bet? Go for a clean, fresh, natural scent. Let me tell you about Mr. Jonas. At 75, he was well loved for his humor and kindness, but he began to feel people were uneasy around him. Hugs became rare and visits less frequent. During a routine doctor's visit, he learned that age-related metabolic changes had altered his body odor. With a few changes, gentle soap, daily clean clothes, good hydration, and lighter meals, everything turned around. Mr. Jonas became the joyful heart of every gathering again. If you believe that caring for your body is an act of love and respect for others, drop a comment below. Number 3. Habit 4. Interrupting or monopolizing conversations. With age comes experience, and with it countless stories, insights, and opinions. It's natural to want to share them, but sometimes, without realizing, we interrupt others, redirect the topic to our experiences, or speak for too long, leaving no room for others. What happens? Conversations stop being shared and become one-sided. This is especially hard for younger people who may feel unheard or dismissed. Truly listening is an art. Listening patiently, attentively, and with care is one of the greatest gifts we can offer. It allows others to feel seen, valued, and respected. Take Mrs. Teresa, for example. At 70, she was admired for her wisdom and stories, but at family gatherings, she often interrupted her grandkids to share her own opinions. At first, it was endearing, but over time the younger ones grew distant, stayed on their phones, or left early. After a loving conversation with her daughter, Mrs. Teresa decided to change. She made a commitment. In every conversation, she would let the other person finish before responding. The result? Her grandkids opened up more, shared their lives, and sought her advice. She learned that listening can be just as powerful as speaking. If you believe listening is a true act of love, write in the comments. Number 4. Habit 5. Wearing unkempt clothing on special occasions. As we get older, comfort often takes priority over appearance, and that's completely understandable. But during special moments, like a family gathering, a birthday lunch, or even a doctor's appointment, how we present ourselves still sends a powerful message. Wearing old, stained, or wrinkled clothes can unintentionally signal sadness, neglect, or even disrespect for the moment. This can create discomfort for those around us. The good news: you don't need expensive or uncomfortable outfits. Just clean, well-kept clothes that show you care about yourself and the people you're with. Taking care of your appearance isn't vanity. It's self-respect and consideration for others. Let me tell you about Mr. Anselmo. At 76, he had a kind heart, but had stopped caring about his looks. He'd show up to weddings in flip-flops, birthdays in stained shirts, and doctor's visits in old shorts. Out of love, his family never said anything, but eventually he noticed the awkward looks and fewer invitations. One day his daughter gave him a new shirt and said, "Dad, you mean so much to us. We want you to look your best in the pictures of our lives." That touched his heart. From then on, Mr. Anselmo began dressing with intention, showing everyone he still valued himself and every moment together. If you believe dressing well is an act of self-love, comment below. Number 5. Habit 6. Rejecting new ideas and clinging to the past life experience is a treasure, but when that experience refuses to embrace the new, it becomes a wall instead of a light. Dismissing new ideas, resisting change, or constantly saying things were better in my time can distance us from children, grandchildren, and friends. The world evolves, and that doesn't erase the value of the past. In fact, when older adults show curiosity, flexibility, and willingness to learn, they become even more admired. Open-mindedness is youth of the soul. Take Mr. Raoul, for example. At 80, he was smart and strong-willed, but he refused anything new. He avoided technology, criticized his grandkids' music, and complained about modern life. Over time, his family grew distant, sad that they couldn't share their world with him. But one day Mr. Raoul decided to try. He learned to use a smartphone, listened to new music, and accepted that his grandkids' world was different, but not worse. What happened? He became the most beloved grandpa, not just the one with old stories, but the one who was excited to hear new ones too. If you believe learning has no age limit, comment number 6. Number 7. Ignoring your own healthcare. As the years go by, it's common to hear phrases like, "I've lived enough. There's no point in taking care of myself now. Forget about it." This kind of thinking, although it may seem resigned, sends a sad message that your own life no longer matters as much. And the lack of care for physical, emotional, and mental health doesn't just affect the elderly person, but also deeply impacts the family who feels helpless in the face of neglect. Taking care of yourself, even in older age, is one of the greatest expressions of love for life. It's a gesture that inspires, sets an example, and strengthens the bonds with those who love us. Let me tell you the story of Mrs. Lords. Mrs. Lords, 79 years old, spent much of her life taking care of others, children, husband, grandchildren. But over time, she stopped taking care of herself. She stopped getting checkups, ate poorly, and always said, "It doesn't matter anymore." Her children, concerned, insisted that she resume her health care. One Sunday during lunch, her little granddaughter said, "Grandma, we want you strong to play with us." These simple words changed everything. Mrs. Lords started getting her checkups again, began walking around the block and eating better. Today, she says she feels more energy, more joy, and has learned that as long as there's life, there's reason to take care of it. If you also believe that taking care of your health is honoring your life, comment here. Number 7. Growing old is an art. It's about building a story full of light, love, and good examples. Correcting small habits, no matter how simple they seem, is an act of love, not just for ourselves, but for everyone walking beside us. Life calls for movement, renewal, and openness to learning every day. As long as there's breath, there's hope to do better, live better, and leave beautiful marks on the hearts of those we meet along the way. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell to receive new videos, and share this content with the ones you love. Oh, and don't forget to comment below which number you identify with the most, or which habit you want to work on starting today. This content is based on scientific studies in gerontology, social psychology, and human behavior. The references are available in the video description for anyone who wants to dive deeper. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Health and vigor to heal any pain.